Hello guys, it's a pleasure as Group 10 to be here on this YouTube channel presenting. As you can see, we are a group of 6 members. We are Group 10 of Agroeconomics and Agribusiness here at UR Cavem. And we are a group of 6 members like you can see. But me presenting, I'm Nkurunziza Etienne. So we brought you today a topic that we consider one of the best and most interesting in this course, which is going to be rainfall. We come across this word rainfall almost every day, but have you ever asked yourself what rainfall really is? So this is what our presentation is going to be about, but we can't talk about rainfall without talking about precipitation. That's why we'd like to begin with going through precipitation. We will go through the types of it, the function of it, and afterwards we will explore rainfall. We will start by defining rainfall and we'll see measurements for it, types of rainfall, and importances too. So these are what our presentation is going to be about, but we will of course talk about other points related to these ones. So this is like a checkup. Can you answer these questions at the very beginning? Can you? These are the questions our presentation is going to answer. What are the main types of precipitation and how do they differ from each other? How is rainfall defined and why is it important to measure rainfall in agriculture? What instruments are used to measure rainfall? So can you explain 3 types of rainfall and their unique characteristics? Can you answer all these questions? If you can, that's really amazing. But if you can't, keep up with us. Our presentation is going to answer all these questions clearly. So without taking too much time, we'd like to begin with the next presenter who's going to take us to introduction of this presentation and an overview to precipitation, types of it, and everything we need to know about precipitation by now.
Everyone, my name is Izishimwe Irasubiza Kizine. Now I am going to discuss about the importance of the precipitation. Precipitation refers to any form of water that fall from the atmosphere of the Earth's surface. The importance of precipitation, the first point is the water cycle. Water cycle, this is the natural system that shows the cycle process in which the water goes through. Third, the process is essential. It can get through without precipitation as the main element of it. Second is ecosystem. All living things together in one system are powered by the water as a form of the precipitation which is essential to their life. The third is agriculture and food production. It is observed that without the precipitation, there is no way the agriculture can go on and probably on no food production at all. The next point is the climate and the weather. All depend on the present precipitation. The next point is hydroelectric power. It's the kind of electricity that high to depend on water. The next point is water resource and management. The natural resource depend on the different kind of the precipitation too. The next is the natural resource management. The last point is human society and the infrastructure. Human society is the people usually to need precipitated matter to carry out different activity include development of infrastructure. Thank you.
This presenter, I'm going to talk about precipitation. Here is illustrated role of precipitation. Here in the structure, there's precipitation falling on the ground, and then they are collected there, and then after collection, they start to evaporation. Then after evaporation, the clouds are formed. Then after formation of clouds, the condensation. Then after condensation, they see precipitation. There are many types of precipitation and the forms. Here there are types of first types is hail. Hail is defined as hail is a precipitation of solid ice, and its strong convective column on warm, sunny day may cause the formation of pellets of sphere shape with concentrated layers of ice, which is known as hail. Hail also falls from cumulonimbus clouds, and it is often associated with thunder and storms. The size of hail ranges from peanut to cricket ball. As we see here, there are image that shows how hail precipitation is formed. You see there on first structure, there is the image of hail. Then other types is cirrus. Cirrus also it is simultaneous precipitation of the mixture of rain and snow. Cirrus occasionally have frozen drops also fall as cirrus forms when raindrops are frozen as they fall through a layer of cold air. And you see the image of cirrus precipitation in our PowerPoint. Other type is rain. Rain also is a type of precipitation which defined as precipitation of solid of drops of liquid water. The cloud consists of minute droplets of water, and when these droplets combine and form large drops and cannot remain suspended in the air, they fall down as rain. You see there is the image of rain, which shows how the rain precipitation is formed. Other type is snow. Snow also is a type of precipitation. It is defined as precipitation of water in solid form of small or large ice crystals. It is also seen in the form of flakes, which are aggregate of many crystals. Formed due to sublimation of water vapor at sub-freezing temperature. There is other type of precipitation which are not showed on our picture, but other type may say it is shower. Shower it is the precipitation lasting for a short time, which relatively clear intervals. That is the types of precipitation. As we say on rain again, it requires precipitation, water falling from the sky, when drops fall to earth, when clouds become saturated or filled with water drops. Okay. Precipitation, as we know, it's defined as It's defined as the usward falling of water drops or ice particles that have formed by rapid condensation in the atmosphere and are too large to remain suspended in the atmosphere. Okay, thank you. This is my presentation. Let me call other presenter to continue. Thank you very much.
Hello once again, my name is Nirenganya Eugene and I'm a next presenter and I'm going to represent about rainfall, instrument used to measure a rainfall and types of a rainfall. First of all, let me start with the rainfall. Rainfall is a measurement of how much water falls as a rain in a certain period, for example in a week or in a month. A rain is measured by collecting rainwater across the different areas and time, as the amount differ between location and times. So, also rainfall refer to the amount of precipitation in form of water droplet that falls from atmosphere to the Earth's surface. And the rainfall occurs when water vapor in the atmosphere condenses to liquid droplet or ice crystals and fall to the ground under the influence of gravity. And then rainfall is measured using various instruments, including rainfall, weather radar, and satellite imagery. And the amount of rainfall is expressed in unit of length such as millimeter or inch. So let me continue to the instrument used to measure rainfall. Here we have seen the different instruments used to measure rainfall, but the most likely used in the measurement of rainfall is the rain gauge. So as you see here in this slide, you see the instrument used to measure the rainfall, which is the rain gauge. So a rain gauge is an instrument used to measure a rainfall, the amount of rainfall in an area. The standard instrument for the measure of rainfall is the 203 millimeter or 8-inch rainfall gauge. So here there is the way that a rain gauge is installed in a location and how it is used to measure a rainfall for making a prediction. So there are 5 stages that are selected: a suitable location, a setup rain gauge, a measure rainfall, recording the measurement, empty the rain gauge, and combining the data to make a decision. So first of all, let me start with the selection, suitable location. The rain gauge should be placed in an open away from obstructions like trees, buildings, and the others that could affect the accuracy of the measure to ensure correction of rainfall. The second stage, set up rain gauge. Install the rain gauge according to the manufacturer's instruction. It usually involves secure fixing the gauge to the ground. And the third point, measure rainfall. The rain gauge consists of measuring cylinder with marking indicators the amount of rainfall. When it rains far into the gauge, it collects in the cylinder and the depth of accumulated water measured. The next point, decoding the measurement. Regularly check the rain gauge and record the depth of water collected at a specific interval, such as daily or weekly. After that, empty rain gauge. After recording measurement, empty water from the rainy gog to prepare next rainfall event. And after that, combining the data from different atmospheric conditions and scientists together, and then scientists gathered the compressed information about rainfall pattern and made the decision and assessed the rate of the water and the water resources. Let me continue two types of rainfall. Here we have three types of rainfall, which are convectional rainfall, orographic or relief rainfall, synchronic rainfall, and frontal rainfall. The first point here is convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall, as you see, forms convectional current due to heating of earth's surface, occurs in unstable or moist atmosphere, and they are common in equatorial region. Here we have a stage of how convectional rainfall formed. With the first point here, or first stage, heating, there are heating of earth's surface, and also the warm rises, cools, and condenses. After that, the cloud formed. After cloud formed, heavy rainfall with lightning and thunderstorms start to fall. You see here, we have graph that's showing how convectional rainfall formed. We have sun, where the sunlight occurs on the earth through sun radiation, and water bodies on earth start to evaporate, where the moisture air rises, and after going to the atmosphere start to cool, after cooling from the cloud, and after that cloud rain start to fall. This is how a rainfall occurs according to this image or graph. And let me continue to other type of rainfall. Here we have a type of rainfall which are orographic or relief rainfall. Orographic or relief rainfall, it forms or it occurs when a moisture are forced to rise over elevated terrain, such as a mountain. As the air ascends, it cools and condenses to forming a cloud, and precipitation on the windward side of a mountain, while a leeward side, in contrast, experienced as a rain shadow effect, where the descending air becomes a dryad and inhibits rainfall. Orographic rainfall is a commonly in a mountain region and can lead to a significant variation over a relatively short distance. And also, this is a stage that's showing how rainfall or graphical rainfall formed. The first point here, or first stage, the warm air rises near a mountain, and then the second one, air cools and condenses and forming a cloud. The next stage, that cloud formed dried, and air condensate here descent, and one side rainfall with a period effect. And also, this is a graph that's showing how orographic rainfall formed. I think everyone has understand how this orographic rainfall formed through meaning that I was gave. I told you that as air and as air accent, it cools and condenses and forming a cloud, as you see here, and precipitation on the windward side of a mountain occurs. And while a leeward mountain, you see a dry or decent air. In a contrast experience as rain shadow effect where the descending air becoming a drought and inhibit a rainfall. That's it. Let me continue to other type of rainfall. The other type of rainfall is a cyclonic rainfall or frontal rainfall. So let me start with a frontal rainfall. A frontal rainfall occurs along a boundary between air masses known as front. Or here, you see that it occurs due to cyclonic activity from front rainfall along cyclonic front and heavy rainfall storms and tornadoes. And other information about this type of front rainfall and cyclonic rainfall is that when warm air masses meet with a cold air masses, the warm air is forced to rise above the denser cold air. As a warm air rises, it cools and condenses, this resulting in formation of a cloud and rainfall. And about the front rainfall, it often occurs when a large area and is associated with a weather like frontal boundaries. Here you see that the graph or image that's showing how a cyclonic or frontal rainfall formed. As you see, there are a warm moist air is forced to rise over high area from the sea, and also that warm air forced to rise over when it reached the atmosphere, that air cools and condenses and forming a cloud that, as you see here, after that it results in a rain. It results a rainfall and a reward side air and a condense forming a cloud. Thank you. This is my presentation, and let me call a next presenter to present about a next slide. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Sangwa Vrante. I'm here as a member of Group 6 and I'm presenting the importance of rainfall in agriculture. So as we all know, agriculture needs many factors in order to impact them to grow. Such crops needs water to be grown. So as importance of rainfall in agriculture has many: water supply, crop growth, drought mitigation, timing and distribution, irrigation and supplement. So I'm going to explain water supply, their impact in agriculture. So, adequate rainfall is essential for providing water to crops. Water is crucial for plant growth, nutrient uptake, and also in photosynthesis. We have drought mitigation and rainfall timing. Here, rainfall timing is critical for crop development and yield, and insufficient rainfall can lead to drought condition affecting to crop production. And we have irrigation supplement and soil health. Here, rainfall supplement irrigation practices in agriculture. And proper soil moistures are essential for healthy plant growth. And we have nutrient availability and pest management. Here, rainfall influence nutrient availability in the soils. We have and proper water management can help also to control pest and disease. Crop selection and planning based on rainfall. Here, farmers choose crops based on the expected rainfall patterns, and crop planning considers water requirement and conditions, water supply and crop growth. This is also an importance of rainfall in agriculture. We have water supply and crop growth. Adequate rainfall is essential for providing water to crops, and water is crucial for plant growth, nutrient uptake, and photosynthesis. So this is my presentation, the importance of rainfall in agriculture. Let me give time to my colleague and continue to other parts. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Tiseng Francine. From Group 10. I continue with ecosystem balance. The rainfall plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance in agriculture system. It supports the growth of diverse plant species, sustain habitat for beneficial organisms like insects and microorganisms, and contribute to the overall biodiversity. The rainfall also helps in preventing soil erosion, which protect the integrity of farmland. There are some more questions that I asked before. This time I'm going to answer them. The first question is, what are the many types of precipitation mentioned in the document and how do they differ from each other? The answer is, the main types of precipitation include rain, sleet, snow, freezing rain, hail, vigor, drizzle, and etc. Each with distinct characteristics and forms. In these types of precipitation, the rain is a liquid precipitation that falls during many parts of the year, and the hail is associated with thunderstorms and generally falls in warmer temperatures. Another is the sleet and the snow are frozen and generally falls in colder temperature. The second question is, how is rainfall defined and why is it important to measure rainfall in agriculture? How rainfall defined, the rainfall is measurement of how much water falls as rain in a certain period. It plays many big roles to measure rainfall in agriculture, such as crucial for assessing water availability for crops and agriculture planning. The next question is, what instrument are commonly used to measure rainfall and what is their significance in agriculture practice? The standard instrument for measuring rainfall is 203 millimeters and 8 inch. The instrument is rain gauge. There are many significance in agriculture practice, such as essential for collecting and recording precipitation data for agriculture decision making, The other significance in agriculture practice, it helps the farmer to select seeds according to precipitation or rainfall. The last question is, can you explain the 3 types of rainfall discussed in the document and the unique characteristics? The answer is there are 3 types of rainfall, are convectional, orographic, or cyclonic, each with distinct mechanism and geographic occurrences. We've